4 C's that a man responds to: currency, coochie, consequences, and
communication.
no, that's not it. Coochie, consequences, competition, and currency.
Oh, okay.
A man responds to competition. If a guy does not want to pursue you because he feels that, and keep in mind, we're not talking about husband and boyfriend. We're talking about just another man being in the picture and he doesn't want to pursue you. That's a guy telling you that he doesn't want to work to win your heart. He wants you to give it to him. And there's women who are the same way. If a female comes up to me and starts giving me all these types of compliments, you're so funny and you're handsome, you dress well, you smell good. Then you have to understand that there's other women that see and smell and hear the same thing you hear. So they're gonna want the same thing. And for you to assume that there's nobody else that wants me. Now, men and women have these things too that are complete opposites. A woman loves exclusivity. So she doesn't care who wants her man as long as she wants him. But that's not how men think. Men think, if don't nobody else want her, do I really want her? Like what man wants a woman that don't nobody else want?
True.
And because we think that way, when we pursue a female during dating and we feel like she may be dating other men, we're either going to step up or we're going to step down and step back, which is cool because once he sits down, the other men that are looking for you can see you better. So don't ever feel like you're wrong for dating multiple men or feel like a man can't pursue you if he's seeing other women. Both of you are supposed to be trying to get to a point where you see who is for you. And the way that you do that, like these women out here who are meeting men, I like him, it's just him. Okay, it didn't work out. I'm gonna do the same thing. I like him, it's just him, didn't work out. And while you're doing that, part of the reason why it's not working out is because he's seeing other women, and it's not that his focus is not on you. Is that because
exactly what it is?
No, it's not. That's not what it is. It's because how much are you going to work if there's nobody else?
Oh, me personally, that's my cue. Yeah, I ain't gonna work.
There's nothing that you are working towards. Everything is being given to you.
I mean, like you said, if the guy is single and I should expect that he's dating other women, then I also should step my game up if I want to, be first or win. I'm not in that mindset at all. It's not like, oh, you're dating other people, I'm going to do this so that you like me better. No, that's not me, never has been me. And I highly doubt that that would ever be me, even if I really, really like someone. I just don't feel that's necessary to, be okay with them dating other people and still putting your best foot forward and giving them all your energy and all your attention. And you know that they're dating someone else because you want them to see the benefits in you. I want it to be a mutual vibe, something that's equal. We both want to get to know each other. We both are in the same mindset. That's important to me. I want you to be in a mindset where you don't got to have all that. You don't need all that.
There's always going to be a standard of what you expect. But we have to normalize realizing that the way that we've done things isn't working. That's insanity. We're doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So we have to start doing things differently. And my female friends that I talk to, and when they started to date multiple guys, they started being able to see who was better for them, because you can't get past the representative that you meet when you're only dating one person, because you're going to meet the representative first in most cases. You're going to meet the guy that he wants you to think he is.
Yeah.
Right? Because honest men get a bad rap because they're honest. Women always say they want honesty, but if a man walked up to you and told you what his honest intentions was, a lot of relationships would never be. Because there's always going to be a physical attraction first. But some men are actually willing to walk away with your respect before they walk away with your panties. So we're not saying put all of your energy, all of your time. We're not saying do wifely things while you're dating. But what we're saying is...
Back up there. I did want to touch on that. So wifely things is something that I always talk to my girlfriends about, because I see them And they may think that I don't do things, like I don't put enough effort in, but I see them putting way too much effort in. And I always be like, why are you doing that? Like
Mm.
certain things, I feel like if you're in that dating space, you don't need to do. Like, and they put a lot of effort in, again, trying to win this guy, trying to show him I'm the best for you. Look at what I can do. I'm this perfect girl for you. And it still don't work out. And they still be pursuing other people. And like I have some solid friends, like they really go hard for the men that they love, they are not married to. And they still do it. So I'm like, I'm saving a bunch of time,
If you're in your 30s, going on your 40s, you have experience being with a man, being in relationships, dating, long-term relationships, all of that. How much is too much out the gate? If you know this is what men like, they like it when I cook. So I cook for every man that I date. Or they like it when I do X, Y, Z. Like, how much is too much?
Let's just face it, like, single or not, you're gonna cook and you're gonna eat.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of women want credit for a lot of things that you're gonna damn well do whether you're single or not. So it's great to have a woman that can cook.
That's true.
But I don't care about, well, I cook and I clean. I cook and I clean. Lady, I hope so. Like, I hope that you cook and clean. I hope your house is not dirty.
Though, for the man.
For the man, like, for example, nowadays when you're dating a female, you seem to always get the females that are having these financial crises. Like I just, like, if I just met you and I text you and I ask you what's going on, and you start telling me
coming up.
All your past due bills, and my car needs some tires, and it's like all of this stuff. Like, I feel like that's way too soon.
Okay.
How soon are we talking?
I'm talking like as soon as I meet you, inside of a month, all of that is way too soon to be telling a guy that type of stuff that you have going on. And just like women want a man to be in a certain position, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't like the idea, especially with our Black women. I don't like when Black women want financial security. They're looked down upon for that. But the problem is they want financial security from men that they know can't give it to them. That's what the problem is. Meaning, if you like Johnny at the job, and Johnny at the job makes the same damn money that you make, and you don't make shit, how the hell you expect Johnny at the job that has 2 kids of his own and his own place and his own car and his own bills to financially foot all of your responsibilities as well?
True.
Gotcha.
And that's a standard that is not realistic. And that's what the problem is. You're expecting it from men who can't do it. And if I'm dating you, the first thing out of the gate, we're talking, and inside of 2 weeks, you're already telling me all, because when people tell you what they got going on financially, they're asking for help. I don't care what nobody says. They conversate.
It could be a test. A lot of women use this as a test. Let me see how much he likes me by, let me say, my whatever, something came up. I need a fuel pump or whatever out the blue. And now I need this extra $200. That could be a test for Johnny.
It could be a test in her mind, but what Johnny has to understand is this grown woman who's struggling is not your responsibility, because on the flip side, she wouldn't date you with the same struggles. You couldn't even get her number if you told her that you don't have a car and you live at home with your mom, but it's acceptable for her to be living home with her mom with 2 children.
Interesting.
So that's the problem, like feeling like that it's not always an even playing field, these double standards and things of that nature. Now, here's the thing. If he offers without you having to tell him what his situation, so if I come over your house and I'm walking up the driveway, hey, you need some new tires or whatever, I got a guy, let me know and I'll get the tires for you. There's nothing wrong with that. But I shouldn't be trying to get to know you, and the first thing I got to do is fight through your financial situation and help you out. And we just met, because now if I want some ass right out the gate, I'm the bad guy. And women have equated money with
sex.
With sex. So that's the expectation.
Now, interesting enough, guys are now the financial leeches. They are the ones seeking us out to grow themselves because they're the ones in financial bonds. It's a lot of men that you would think are successful. And then when you get to dating them, their credit is the shit. Their house is close to foreclosure. They do not pay their bills. So it's not just that they are still selling you something that you think you're getting. Like you meet a man, you think he's together. Oh, you know, he works here. He's talks to his mom every day. Whole time he's you know, and then hey, let me get $300. I got to write this, pay this bill into my check. What? Your check? You're not really running into that much where women are trying to pursue men for what they have because the men have started stalking, harassing, and just coming after us with all full force if they think you have anything that could help them.
Womanizing has been around for a long time. It's not anything new. There's circumstances, systematic circumstances,
economic
that actually make it harder for a man to survive than a female. And even though men are, you know, quote unquote, out earning women to a certain degree, but this is why I say women should date multiple men, and you should date men a little longer before you get to a point where you want to be exclusive with him, because he won't be able to keep it up. Like, before I even make you my man, I need to see how you handle adversity. I need to see more than just one of your damn friends. I need to know
your relationship with your family.
Right. I need to know a little more about you. If we're dating longer, the fact that my credit and shit is shot, it will start to show when we start to have certain interests. You start talking about, you know, I think it's time we go on a trip. And then you find out, well, he can't go on a trip because he can't get a passport because he got back child support and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a real life situation. Like
it is a real life situation. Like now, getting into the upper age, I ain't got that kind of time. So, but you do need to have that kind of time because otherwise you're gonna be in that situation.
Right. And I think whenever you have standards and whenever you know exactly what type of man or woman you want to date, the only thing is you becoming the man or the woman for that person. I've said it all the time. You got to be the requirement of your requirements. And there's a lot of women out here who require a certain type of a man and can't be the woman for that man.
So how much should you give out the gate? Should you be catering to this person, but with the expectation that this might not work out?
Yeah.
For some people, it's just their lifestyle. Like you may feel like it's a come up if you meet a certain type of female, like we were talking about, when you cook all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you used to always taking a female out to eat, and then you get a female that the first thing she says, hey, I want you to come over, I'm gonna cook for you. And you like, so, but to her, this is something regular. This is what I do. And because this is what I do and this is how I live, you're going to benefit from it.
From that, okay.
So if there's a man that is living a certain type of lifestyle and he takes you nice places, buys you nice things, a female could think she's finessing him, but it's basically this is how he lives, and you're along for the ride because, like, what's the name of the song, Bruno Mars? Like, lucky for you, this is what I like.
Oh,
so you're just coming along for the ride. I do this every day. I'm going to shop at these same places, but now because
whether you're here or not.
Yeah, but because you're with me, you get to enjoy the benefit.
So you think if it's you don't have to be extra trying to win this person's affection. You should just be you.
Be yourself.
Yeah. If I was a female, I would be kind of wary of a guy who is offering certain financial favors
Mhm.
soon. You know what I mean? Like
You know why?
it's a couple of weeks in and he's already asking, can he pay your rent?
Mm.
Those guys usually, if you're fine, they have issues with control. They're narcissists.
Control.
Mm.
Right.
And what they're trying to do is bait you in that way and get this dependency.
Mhm.
Because once you get it all the time, you start changing the way you live because you know this guy's kicking you all money all the time.
You're
Right.
speaking
And
all
then
facts.
yeah,
All
and
facts.
he'll give it to you as long as he wants you to have it, but is he going to give it to you when you need it?
Mm.
When you need it, you have to ask for it. But
Mm.
any other time he's giving you, and you got to watch those guys
Right.
because there's a hidden agenda behind. In my opinion, I think there's a hidden agenda behind it.
That's true. So ladies, pick up on that one. If he's doing too much too soon, keep an eye out for that. Make sure you keep your pocketbook right, because he may be like, you
Mhm.
cut.
Right.
Yep, first thing you do that he don't like, your rent ain't paid and you put out. Damn.
You done already bought them bundles, baby girl.
Yeah, you don't plan all types of trips with your girls that you think he's funding, and then you on the
Right.
plane,
Pay for.
you on the plane, and that cash app ain't come through, and your girls gotta take care of you while you on the trip.
Baby.
People always say that women should find a man who loves them more than they love themselves. Do you think that that's possible to find?
Mm.
I think I get it. Is I guess a guy that loves you so much that he loves you more than you love yourself.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay. I
Do you
don't.
think that ties in with the pursuing? Because a lot of women are saying, yeah, this guy, he keeps popping back in and out. So if a guy
A
is
lot of
ghosting,
them.
coming back, ghosting, coming back, do you think that he's really serious or is he playing? Like he's seeming like he likes me sometimes, but then he might ghost and then pop back up when he sees me post myself looking good on social media. Like I just popped in his memory all of a sudden. Like, damn, oh, she's still here. Let me see what's up.
See,
with her.
that's why you gotta block them. So that don't even become an issue. They ain't gonna pop back because they can't get in contact with you.
Right.
What?
Right. I
So if
agree.
they
I agree with
ghost, then it's a
Chantel.
wrap. Like you shouldn't
It's
even.
a wrap.
Because women want, and this is what y'all say, you want consistency, right?
We do. We
So
do.
a man who is always inconsistent, that's his consistency. If a man can get your attention and gain, you're accessible to him with him doing the bare minimum, he doesn't even live up to your standard. That says more about you than it does about him. And even when it comes down to breakups, right? I saw a girl post this the other day. She was basically bragging because her ex that left her and is with a new girl, he's still trying to get to me and da 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 da. He loves it here. That's why he don't know. She doesn't even realize that that's not a compliment. First of all, you change your number just to give it to the guy that you changed it for. That doesn't even make any sense.
I'll make sense of it. And especially if this was something recently during COVID times, people get so lonely, okay? And even though they are unhappy, they still want to push through because they're more afraid of being alone. But they would rather show people, we still together, oh, what y'all thought? We didn't think anything. We was just reading the post. We didn't think anything, and want to kind of prove to people that we still together, no matter what he did, that's okay. No, honey, we still think you're dumb. We think he's crazy. And we both think y'all should separate. That's what we think.
We wouldn't have an opinion about it, no way or shape or form, if you keep your business off of social media
Right.
yourself, and you can take this guy back, or he can take you back, and y'all can be dummies together in private, and nobody ever knows. Everybody thinks y'all a perfect couple.
Right.
But
I've seen that too.
you right. The lonely thing. Some people, they have trauma bonds, whereas
Good. Yeah.
they are at a point where they would rather stick around with the toxicity and what's familiar to them than to start over somewhere. A woman has to understand that a man shouldn't have access to you if he's not showing you that he wants to be with you.
Right.
period. So you can't brag that a guy, that one of your exes keeps coming back to you, because
Because you
he's not
still
coming
let
back to
him.
you because he misses you and he loves you, or he would have stayed and would have got right. He's doing it because he wants to see if you're still the same dummy that you were the last time he reached out to you, and he wanted his little fix, or he wanted whatever it is, whatever the benefit that you offered him. That's why he's reaching back out to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think that when it comes to what they call ghosting, especially if there's somebody that you care about, not, we ain't even talking about love, somebody you care about, period, that was virtually a part of your day, and you can go 2, 3, 4 days, couple of weeks or whatever without talking to that person, they don't mean anything to you. And if somebody's
No,
doing that to you, they've just told you where you stand.
I agree.
You're something to do when they want to do it, and they're going to reach back out to you when they feel like they want something to do.
And especially with ghosting, like when you got kids and you introduce them to your kids and then they in and out, that part is really, especially when you feel like you care about a person, you start bringing your kids around and you thinking it's going well. And then, like you said, weeks go by, days go by, they just out.
What
What
Mr.
happened
Tony? He
to
used to give me a little popsicle. I ain't seen Mr. Tony.
But when is a good, healthy time? Do you
Yeah.
think women should start introducing men to their kids?
And vice versa too, because it's some
Yeah.
single men out here raising their children, and
It is. That's true.
them to every woman that you date.
But what I have noticed is that men are a lot quicker to bring them kids around the women than the women are the men. They do not really be thinking about it. Like
John Tasia need a mama.
Well, I think you got to keep in mind too that in most cases, the mother is the custodial parent.
Most cases.
I kind of agree with Steve Harvey, which I normally do. But I think one good point that he made is